Okay, welcome everybody. Today we are going to get started with the HTML. Okay, what is the meaning of HTML? HTML simply means hypertext markup language. Hypertext markup language. Now, HTML is quite different from other programming language. Let's say Python, C++, Basics, C Sharp, Vue, React, and the rest. HTML is quite different from them. How is it different? HTML is the building block or the foundation of web applications. Any web application uses HTML language. Okay, just imagine HTML to be like materials that you always use to make a building. I believe if you want to make there are different types of building. Some buildings are made up of let's say straws, some are made up of palm fronds, some are made up of canopies and the rest. That is actually in this context how HTML works. Depending on what you want to build, that is the materials you're going to bring. So HTML provide you with those materials you need to import for that you're building. I believe that is clear. And now, so after doing that, we will get started immediately. We are going to be using what is called Visual Studio Code. And this Visual Studio Code would be our code editor. The code we are going to be writing, we need a software that will be able to write this code, and that is the code editor. And the type of code editor we are going to be using is Visual Studio Code. Uh, Earlier I told you already why Visual Studio Code is very important, and in this lesson you're going to see why. So straight up, we're going to get started. Let's minimize this. Okay, let's minimize all this. We are going to go straight to our tutorial. Okay, we're going to go straight to our tutorial so that you won't get lost. Okay, so now when you want to get started with HTML, the first thing you should do is to create a file. How do you create a file? Right click on an empty space. This is not an empty space, okay, because there is an icon here. Empty space where there is nothing there. You can create in between here, it does not matter. I can right click here, but it does not matter. On an empty space, right click, go to new, go to folder, and you see our folder appear here. Give your folder any name. Let's look at it as first, let's say my application. You can give it any name you want, okay, but we decided to give this my application. You can give it so that we'll get along together. Now open it, double click on it. The folder has opened. Inside this folder, right click on it, go to new, create another folder inside it. Okay, this is a folder. Click on it, you see the new folder, call it images. Now why are we calling these images? Okay, now when we start making our website, there are several images that we might decide to bring inside the website. And for you to make your folder or your file really organized, always put those images inside the image file. That's the reason we just created an image file so that we can put in all our images there. I hope that is clear. Now we can create another file that is new, folder, and call it style sheet. Now this is where we're going to put our file. Later on, you understand how it is. We are going to put in our files for styling. All the styles we are going to give to our building or our website will be inside this style sheet. Later on, you're going to understand. Okay. So after we are done with this, we can then minimize or we close it. It does not matter. Go straight to our code editor, Visual Studio Code. Okay. Now we're going to go to File, go to Open Folder, locate that folder we just created. Look at it, my application. Okay. Locate the folder and select folder. Just wait. Okay, we have it. Have you seen our style sheet has already appeared here? Let's close this. Is the welcome page. It does not matter. You can close it.
Now, when you see this, we are going to go straight to this empty side. Click on it. Have you seen it has highlighted that? You go to new file. New file. Please don't miss the steps. New file. Click on new file, and we are going to create our new file and call it index.html. Now, mind you, it is not just index.html we can call this file. We can call it any name of our choice. We can call it home.html. We can call it away.html. We can call it nobody.html. The most important thing is this dot html, and I hope you're seeing the effect it's taking. When once you put it .html, it tells the code editor what that file means. In our case, we are going to call it index.html. When you click outside the box, you see it will generate this. That is index.html as the heading, and this is the space where we are going to generate the code. First and foremost, how do we generate codes? Uh, for a start, we are going to bring up our files very fast, which I will do the explaining much later. How do we generate our first code? Click on the shift button, hold the shift button and press number 1 on the keyboard. Have you seen? It gives us an exclamation sign. Then click enter. When once you do that, it generates this code for us. We'll later understand what all this code means. Okay, so for now, let's just see the code step. And another thing, have you seen here? It is white. You see that white dot? What that white dot is telling you is that this file, you have not saved it. So when once you press Ctrl S, the white dot disappears. And when you do something without saving, the white dots would always appear. It's telling you that you have not saved this file. Okay, I believe we are good. Now, let's write our first HTML code. Now, have you seen here? What we have here, it is what? Body. Have you seen here? It is another body. Now, in between this body, we are going to write a code that says, not a code, we are going to write any, you can write any random thing, but we're going to say hello or hello world. Okay, hello world. Have you seen this has appeared telling you that you need to save? So we're going to save this, Control S, go to our browser and then refresh. This is refresh or reload this page, reload. Now we don't see anything because we have not opened our file. We are going to go straight to my application where we saved that our file, my application, and index.html. Right click on it, right click on index.html, go to open with and click Chrome, Google Chrome. It's always advisable that you use Google Chrome because it gives you that flexibility to creating your websites very well. And what do we have here? Hello world. Hello world. The same thing we have here. We can change this to hello world. How are you today? Control S. Don't forget to save. If you don't save, you're not going to find it there. Save. Go back to our web browser refresh, and what do we have there? Hello world, how are you today? So thank you very much. I believe we all followed up with the lesson, and we've been able to create our first HTML program. So practice very well, and we'll keep creating more HTML programs. Thank you very much.